The remote wilderness holds many secrets. Here are 6 Appalachian mountain creatures I'm dead sure you've never seen before.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 mysterious cryptid videos you've hopefully never seen. Cryptids are animals presumed by certain people to exist based on stories of encounters and other evidence that mainstream science considers insufficient. Well, these 5 videos may have you believe that some of these creatures could actually exist. So, let's begin. The dire wolf is a now extinct species. It's one of the most famous prehistoric meat eaters in North America. Dire wolves lived as recently as 9,440 years ago. It is the largest species of the genus Canis known to have existed. This video from October 1st, 2015 allegedly shows a dire wolf. A man went outside and found a huge wolf-like creature in his front yard chasing his dog. Take a look. This creature looks massive and has impressed many people online. Let's take another look slowed down. Some said it could be a wolf suffering from gigantism, while others believe it's simply a large wolf or a normal timber wolf. However, many with an interest in cryptozoology have stated that they were astounded by this piece of footage. There's no information about what happened to the dog, but the man recording the video certainly seemed scared that something bad could happen. Nine species of flightless birds native to New Zealand were known as moa. By 1445, all moa had become extinct, mainly due to the arrival of human settlers. Experts believe that it's extremely unlikely that these birds have survived and gone unnoticed for over 500 years. However, there have been several claims of people encountering moa since their supposed extinction. A video from April 15, 2017 allegedly shows a real living moa sighted in Northland, New Zealand. Take a look. Now let's try and slow down the footage. This video has gained a bit of interest from people interested in the subject, but some people claim that they're able to tell that it's a human in a costume, thereby claiming it to be a hoax. British big cats, also referred to as alien big cats, are reports of felidae, not native to Britain, that allegedly inhabit the British countryside. They are often reported as black panthers, pumas, or black cats. There have been thousands of sightings since the 1760s. In this documentary, Animal X investigates these cryptids, and in it, several pieces of video evidence are shown. Another video was recorded in 2004 and was shown on the news. It shows a large black cat near a farm in Shropshire.
Well, I was in the garden hanging out the washing, and he appeared at the pool by
You never know when something is lurking in the distance, following your every move, and if you do notice, it's usually not until it's already too late to do anything besides record and scream. Number 11. This video was taken in Akron, Ohio by two teenagers while driving past a cemetery on their work break.
She's getting down there, man. She is getting down there. Super weird.
A ghoulish, dark figure is surrounded by fresh dirt, as it apparently is digging up something in the cemetery, possibly its next meal. The stunned friends stop to watch it for a while longer before driving off and uploading the video later. They have no idea what it could be, and neither do I. I was also unable to find any news stories of grave disturbances in Akron, further making me believe this may not have happened. Then again, maybe this incident was buried by the local authorities for whatever reason. Either way, let me know if you think these friends really saw something, or if they are part of an internet hoax. Number 10. This video was taken in the Sequoia National Forest in Northern California by police trying to bust growers. They left the cameras out in a field to try and catch the grow operators on tape, but they find something much more unexpected instead. A pair of hairy red arms flips the camera over without warning and quickly buries it under a bunch of leaves. Everything from an escaped orangutan to Bigfoot itself has been proposed. Though nothing has been confirmed, I have no idea what it is either, but judging from this video, I'd say it's clear that this is not someone in a costume. Number 9. A car makes its way across an open field when it suddenly stops, waiting for something. Moments later, this creature comes crawling through the tall grass. The video itself does not look like computer-generated special effects, but it could be a person in a costume. Look closely at its back legs and you will see a well-developed heel, meaning that this creature does not normally crawl on all fours. It could be a person dressed in a costume, but then again, maybe it is a humanoid with a damaged foot that is now forced to crawl. The car quickly reverses and gets out of there fast, which is something I definitely would do too. We may never know if this video is a legitimate accidental sighting or staged, but I'd like to hear your best guess. And if this is real, tell me what kind of creature you think this could possibly be. Number 8. Many claim to see a hidden monster in this YouTube video from Australia. Look closely and you'll see what appears to be the top half of a tall furry creature standing among the trees. Some people even claim to see a second similar creature in the bottom right hand corner. Well, I do see what they are talking about. This also looks like it could just be the blackened center of a rotten tree, but I'm just not sure. Let me know what you think this is, and if you believe there is any possibility of this being the legendary Australian Bigfoot. Number 7.
Oh my god.
Richard Griebnick recorded this creature from inside his home over the summer of 2017. He is on the phone calling a friend named Mike for help while a large, hunched-over white humanoid prowls around his backyard. The gargoyle, as Richard describes it, seems to sniff the air from time to time, almost as if it can detect someone's presence nearby. It certainly has the build of a predator, but for some reason it seems hesitant to move forward. If you were wondering why Richard would call his friend instead of the police, I was thinking the same question, but soon it becomes clear that Mike knows how to handle this situation better than anyone. The humanoid creature convulses as Mike unleashes a string of words in an ancient-sounding language I have never heard before. If you recognize what is being said here and can translate, please let me know. After Mike is finished speaking, the creature sulks off into the forest where it came from. The event looks very convincing, but I wish that Richard could have zoomed in a little more so we could have gotten a closer look. If this is real though, then he was probably way too scared to worry about camera work, so I definitely understand and still fully appreciate what he was able to record. Number 6. A YouTuber named MBJ Reports has a pest in his yard that has been bothering his dogs, so he decides to stick a garden hose down into the ground and flood it out of its den. Now they are waiting with a net to catch the pest and dispose of it if necessary. It isn't long before he sees 2 glowing eyes appear out of a second hole in the distance. This appears to be no ordinary pest, but rather a monster instead.
It's something. I don't know what that is.
It remains frozen in the beam of the flashlight for a while, hoping that he will leave it alone. Then the creature drops back into the ground below with a shriek. MBJ Report has had enough and decides to pull the creature up by its tail. He pulls back a red hand with a deep cut, which I unfortunately can't show here, and the video ends. I notice that the creature doesn't really move its limbs at all, and possibly looks like a toy, though I can be wrong. Even still, that doesn't explain the glowing red eyes though. So if you think you can tell if this is fake or real, then be sure to tell me how you know. Number 5. A YouTuber named
They're the rustling in the trees when you think you're alone in the woods. They're the dark shapes moving underwater that you swear was just a trick of the eye. They couldn't be real, right? They're called cryptids, fantastical creatures roaming the wilderness whose existence can't be proven, but it can't be disproven either. Scotland has the Loch Ness Monster. West Virginia, the Mothman. Bigfoot? Okay, well, everyone's got a Bigfoot. It won't come as much of a surprise then that Indiana has a few cryptids of its own. But which ones? And where do these legends come from? Today on Indie Android.
Technically speaking, a cryptid is any creature or animal that the existence of which is unquestioned or cannot be proven.
Meet historian Lindsay Beckley with the Indiana Historical Bureau. She spent a fair share of time looking into Indiana's cryptids and the urban legends behind them. A region's cryptids can say a lot about that place. What scares them, what they find mysterious or intriguing. And cryptids are everywhere. Even Beckley's small 1,200 population hometown has a Bigfoot hunting club. Okay, but everyone has a Bigfoot. What does Indiana have? For one, a massive gorilla-sloth hybrid supposedly wandering Boonville around 1937.
It was described as a monster hairy ape, a giant sloth, and a cross between an ape and a sloth. So this was a tried and true actual cryptid that they weren't sure what the origin of it. They theorized that it could have been a Neolithic giant sloth that had just eluded capture for all these years.
So attempt to capture it they did. For a few weeks, the town would put out bait and set traps, hoping to nab the prehistoric beast. It's not the only town to do so, but we'll come back to that.
Mothers were keeping their children inside. People weren't going outside after dark.
The theory goes that local landowners started the rumor to keep people from stealing their blackberry crops. Feels like kind of a cop-out, but believe what you want.
Maybe put up a fence or something, maybe a no trespassing sign before you jump straight to giant sloth.
Next, let's take a trip down to the southern tip of Indiana for something skulking just under the surface of the Ohio River, the Vive mud mermaids. Sightings for these cuties date way back to the 1890s.
There were said to be two, a male and a female. The description of the mud mermaids is kind of distinctive. The beast is about 5 feet in length. Its general color is yellowish. The body between the four legs resembles that of a human being. Back of its hind legs, it tapers to a point. The extremities resemble hands and are webbed and furnished with sharp claws. It is devoid of hair. Its ears are sharp-pointed and